Well, Kyle Busch, this is for you.
Well, Kevin Harvick, get out the checkbook. It is time to pay up because Kyle Busch has been dethroned by Chase Elliott in the Truck Series. It's been a long time since Kyle Busch has not won a truck race.
Yeah, folks, that Chase Elliott, he cashed in that bounty tonight, boys.
And it's been a long time since I got a point. And I
Yeah,
finally
so
do.
Emily picked Chase Elliott to win on our Fast Picks series. Finally got a Fast Picks point.
I always get a point with Chase.
Yeah, he's your lucky charm, or maybe you're his lucky charm on Fast Picks. But great race. Great to see the trucks back. They haven't been on the track since, February 21st at Las Vegas, which was won by Kyle Busch. So
yeah, it's a very long off time. So, I mean, these drivers haven't been into the trucks for a long time. They're practice, they're qualifying, and just go out there and race.
So Ben Rhodes would get the pole due to a random draw. That's the thing that's been happening because of the quarantine, all that stuff, social distancing, things like that. So no practice, no qualifying, as you said. And, Austin Hill on the initial start just powers through to the lead.
Seemed like he had a very good truck, got the clean air, and just took off.
Then would have a competition caution, lap 15, and Austin Hill would lead all the way till that. So
I believe Kyle Busch is having some trouble at that point.
yeah, he had some vibration issues, something with the splitter, but they eventually got it fixed.
Yes.
But Ross Chastain would take the lead over Austin Hill with 4 to go in stage 1 and go on to win the stage. Chastain's not going for points, so this is just try to beat Kyle Busch night for Ross Chastain. But stage win. Then Austin Hill would win the race off pit road, and then Kyle Busch would have some more issues on pit road. He just didn't have a very Kyle Busch night.
Yeah, it wasn't as a dominating night like Kyle Busch usually does, but maybe his nerves. He was feeling the heat from Chase Elliott, the bounty hunter.
He had the law chasing him, so sometimes you make mistakes on the laws chasing you.
He's probably scared
He can
of
run,
Chase.
but he can't hide, right?
He's probably scared of Chase.
The best place to hide is right behind him, I guess. Anyway, Zane Smith and Raphael Lessard would stay out. I think they pitted on the caution before. I think with the competition caution, they pitted then where the leader stayed out. So trying to use some of the track position, as we talked about in the earlier race reviews. Track position at Charlotte is key to win Charlotte.
Yeah, Zane Smith, awesome truck tonight. He just ran really good.
And so after that, Raphael Lessard to lead for a little bit. And then Matt Crafton would get to the lead around lap 9 of the stage.
And he had a power move. He says, I'm going to lead this race. I'm going to try to win one this year.
So I guess since it was sponsored by the lottery, it was the Powerball Power Move.
Powerball Power Move.
I'm
used to going to
the hockey games.
The hockey games.
But anyways.
I missed them too.
Yeah. And then Ross Chastain got in the wall just a little bit, but saved those watermelons.
Yeah, look, his truck was really loose for some reason. He was all over the place. I don't know if the watermelons in the back were rolling around or what it was.
I thought maybe with the watermelons on the back of the truck, that would keep the back end to the ground and wouldn't spin around or anything like that. But those watermelons were loose.
Yeah.
So Chase Elliott would go to lead around lap 14 in the stage. And these stages were very short, 30 lap stages. Chase Elliott would go on to dominate this stage.
Yeah, he makes very great moves coming through the field up to that point, and then once he got to the lead, he just checked out.
That's what he's going to do at the bank.
He's going to be like, here.
Here's my check for $50,000. So then stage 3, this is where all the money is won.
This is usually where all the chaos happens.
And chaos did happen. Maybe not as much as it did in the Xfinity race, but chaos did happen. So Chase Elliott would lead off pit road. But Chase did not get a good restart.
Like his truck wasn't very good on the restarts. I don't know if it just took a while for his truck to get up to speed. But Kyle Busch, he just shoots out of a cannon on the restarts. You got to watch out for him on these restarts.
Yeah, he took the lead, but he did not take off. It seems like he just didn't have the Kyle Busch kind of night. He just kind of...
It's kind of like the Xfinity race. Everybody's just teaming up on him.
Yeah, I think these drivers they found the key to beat Kyle Busch. It's like trying to beat Tom Brady in a Super Bowl.
Yeah, you put extra $50,000 in front of their face, they're going to drive harder, I guess.
I guess so.
I mean, I would. I'd draw the wheels off that thing.
Yeah, when are we going to get our chance?
Yeah.
I think on this start, Todd Gillen would get a tire rub. I believe some contact with Ben Rhodes. And did not go to the pits. It was smoking really bad.
Smoked real bad. I thought he was going to wreck the thing and take half the field out, but he didn't. Tire rub went away, and he continued on.
That's the first time I've seen that happen, because normally when they got that bad of a tire rub, they either go to the pits or they explode, go into the wall. And fortunately for Todd Gillen, did not happen.
Yeah, I believe he got lucky with some cautions that's coming up.
Yeah, caution with Brennan Poole, Jesse Iwuji, and Stuart Friesen and Tyler Ankrum. This caution would be completely due to Jesse Iwuji. I don't know if it just had a spotter issue. Maybe told him he was clear.
So Jesse, if you hear it, if you got cars come to you in your rearview mirror getting bigger, just go to the bottom of the track and just let them go by. Just let them go by. Don't try to block them or nothing. Just let them go by.
So yeah, like I said, I don't know if he's completely the blame, but spotter definitely should have done.
Yeah, like Jesse went up just a little bit. I was getting ready to go about 3 wide, and then the hole closed up.
And unfortunate for Stuart Friesen, Brennan Poole especially, but for Friesen, just hasn't had a good year so far. Switched to Toyota, just hasn't been as strong as he was last year.
Just Chevrolets.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, why go to Toyota when he was doing so good at Chevy? Probably would have won the championship this season, but maybe
as further the season goes, he uses the truck and it'll come around.
I mean, we're only 3 races in, so nothing big to sweat right now, but.
It's unusual to say, here we are
in May. Yeah.
3rd race. So.
Yeah, so this coronavirus stuff has been really strange for...
And ruining the schedules.
Yeah, ruining the schedule, but also made it interesting because we're talking about trucks on a Tuesday night.
I mean, that's pretty awesome. And have race every night this week, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think like Thursday and Friday is the only day we're not talking about a race. So this week has been busy, but we got one more race to talk about tomorrow. But back to this race though, this is where we'd see some strategies. Some would pit. I believe Kyle Busch would stay out here, and then like Chase Elliott and some of the other leaders, they would come down pit road, get some of the tires now, and fill up on fuel. They could go the rest of the way.
Yeah, because they weren't really worried about fuel at this point. They just want to get some tires, maybe get later on a run, just have tires to the ends.
Because if it stayed green, Kyle Busch would have had the pit, and he would have been like laps down and easy money.
That's what everybody's hoping on.
That's what everyone was hoping on, banking on. But that easily crumbled as Natalie Decker would just spin all by herself and collects Brennan Poole. I think Brennan Poole was in every caution tonight. Unfortunately, he's just...
He was being a ping ball.
I guess they like his red truck. But yeah, she would get kind of loose and spin instead of just try to keep it up on the high line. She kind of turned down and kind of collected Brennan Poole a little bit.
So Kyle Busch would stay out yet again, and then Austin Hill and Zane Smith, they would get a good restart. They ganged up on Kyle Busch.
Yeah, Zane Smith to the lead, man. It's pretty cool to see him up there and outrunning Kyle Busch.
Yeah, Kyle Busch would eventually get back around him very shortly, as would have another caution. This was for Garrett Smithley. I believe this was another Nice Motorsports truck. Not a very nice night for Nice. Oh. Okay.
That was a bad joke.
Alright. Wow, okay. Hope some of you thought it was funny.
Tough crowd.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, hard crash for Garrett Smithley. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, he hit the inside wall. I mean, that's where you really don't want to hit the inside wall. But
Don't want to hit any wall.
yeah, all the walls hurt, but really the inside wall is a little tougher.
Yeah, because you're closer to the outside than you are the inside. The inside, you go for a little bit of a ride, and sometimes it's not pretty. But this is where Kyle Busch would go down pit road. Austin Hill would as well. But we didn't really see Austin Hill again after this.
Nope, he just couldn't follow Kyle Busch through the field. And yeah, we thought, man, Kyle Busch got his work cut out for him to get through the field.
And, he would need a couple cautions to get, even in the top 10.
Yeah, because once he come out of the pits, he was, what, 23rd?
Somewhere in there, yeah.
So,
but, he sliced through the field. I think he got to 13th very quickly, I think under 2 laps. But then...
Yeah, he was doing his pretty awesome Kyle Busch moves. Jumped to the high line and just passing pretty quick.
And before the restart, Matt Crafton would have an issue. He would go to the pit lane before the restart. His day is done right there.
I ain't sure they didn't really say what it was. They looked up under the back of the truck and he just said, "We're done."
So I think it was a track bar issue, and so that's unfortunate. He was having a pretty solid run.
Yeah, it's kind of typical Matt Crafton kind of day. So.
And then this would be where Zane Smith powers to the lead over Kyle Busch, and he would lead as Todd Gilliland. He got lucky earlier, but this time not so much. He would get involved in a crash. I believe this was because John Hunter Nemechek made some contact with him, and up into the wall he went.
Yeah, I ain't sure exactly what the situation was. They just kind of went for the same spot. I don't know, it was just John Hunter got loose or something and hit him right there, and it's very unfortunate.
And so this would allow Kyle Busch to bunch right back up with them, still in the top 10, I believe 7th, somewhere in there.
Yeah, he went from 23rd to about 7th, 8th within about 2 laps, so it's pretty good driving. Right
The
there.
cautions definitely helped Kyle Busch in this race, just like it did in the Xfinity race. What do you know?
Yeah, sometimes Kyle Busch is lucky on the caution flags and strategies sometimes.
And Chase Elliott, vice versa, he is not so lucky with the cautions. Just like Sunday night, looked to be like Chase's night to win. Didn't happen, but hey, he had a second chance for the truck race, and have another chance tomorrow in the Cup race. So we'd have about 27 to go at this point in the race, and Johnny Sauter would jump to the lead, but couldn't hold off Chase Elliott.
Yeah, Johnny had a quiet night. Wouldn't really hear much from him, and then I believe he pitted a lot earlier, and once he got to clean air, he was pretty tough to pass, but not tough enough for Chase Elliott.
And Kyle Busch, we thought, well, it's going to take him a few laps to get into the top 5, and maybe like under 20 to go, maybe he'll crack the top 5, and then with 10 to go, he'd get into second. No, he just goes beast mode, goes on the outside, passes almost everybody, and just making these madman moves. I mean,
He was trying to get a point for Daddy.
yeah,
Yeah, I got to get it for Steve.
That's what.
yeah, that's the fueling factor for these drivers.
That's what Chase said about getting a point for me.
But yeah, I thought Brett Moffitt was going to maybe pass Kyle Busch at this point. He had a really strong truck too all night, and I mean they was really ganging up on Kyle.
It was hard to get used to Brett Moffitt's truck. Different colors for him. The red, I think it was like supposed to be a tribute to his truck, so it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, really nice, and really a good battle right here for the last couple of laps here.
I think everybody behind Chase Elliott was Chase Elliott fans, because they really did a good job of holding Kyle off for several laps. And then
I was tired of Kyle Busch winning.
we want a new winner in this thing, they all said. But Kyle would eventually get around everybody in the top 5 except for Chase Elliott, but Kyle Busch looked to be faster.
Yeah, Chase, he got out within a second lead. Kyle Busch would cut in about a half a second, and I couldn't really tell who was faster. I mean, one lap Chase is faster than Kyle's faster, and they just went back and forth. And It was a good battle.
Good battle, and I thought eventually Kyle would at least get to Chase, but never happened. Chase Elliott would go on to win, and still the deal. The bounty thing was open to anybody that could beat Kyle Busch, as long as Kyle was in it. In the next 4 starts, well, that ended very quickly.
Yes.
First start back, I know the bet was made a long time ago before the coronavirus situation.
Yeah, it was supposed to have been in Atlanta, and they drove all down there to Atlanta, and then they said go back home.
And then here we are a couple months later. So the bounty's been, the check has been cut.
Chase, I've been waiting for 2 long months now.
So, which is very interesting because Chase Elliott, I don't think would have ran this race if it wasn't for the bounty situation. And so Kyle Busch is probably very furious at Kevin Harvick for making that bet now.
Yeah, you see Kyle Busch just knocking at Harvick's door.
Don't you ever do that again, he says. But it was.
Yeah, I enjoyed Chase Elliott's interview, and we got the checker flag and did the bow. Man, who's not a Chase Elliott fan? I mean, if you're not, you should be now.
And yeah, it was
That's you.
pretty interesting. Bounty bow is what I've heard people call it on Twitter. But yeah, it's nice to see Chase get some more personality, because
He's showing more of his humor.
because that's a side of him.
Come on, Chase, just let go. Just be yourself.
He normally never shows that. Then tonight he goes out there and mocks Kyle Busch.
I think Kyle Busch wrecking him, bringing out the personality.
So this is an interesting rivalry we got going on now. Maybe a friendly one. Maybe
1 minute they're friends. Next minute they're outlaws. So.
And they're wearing masks.
Maybe
that's crazy too. They're wearing masks. They're all outlaws.
So the bounty thing was really, everything worked together for the bounty thing, because at Darlington, Chase Elliott got wrecked by Kyle Busch. Then we go to the truck race where Chase Elliott's trying to win money for beating Kyle Busch. And also they're wearing masks to be like bandits and outlaws and bounty hunters. Just all worked out somehow.
And we're not making this stuff up.
Yeah, so Kyle Busch has been thrown in jail, I guess. Sheriff Harvick has, got his prisoner, I guess. The bounty has been rewarded to bounty hunter Chase Elliott. Very fun race, and I know still a Cup guy that won, but
We think every time a Kyle Busch is entered into a truck race, there needs to be another Cup driver in there as well.
Yeah, at least one, because
At least the better
if it's
Cup
just
one.
if it's just Kyle, he's most likely just gonna run off with it, unless it's the Xfinity Series, where they're really starting to gang up on him.
At least the better Cup driver won.
Okay.
But Kyle Busch, he does drive really great. He can drive a truck looser than anybody else. I think that's why he's really fast. And I know everybody's got a love-hate against Kyle Busch, but you gotta respect him sometimes.
Well, I mean, Chase Elliott hasn't been in a truck in a long time.
Yes.
And goes out there, no practice, no qualifying. I think Chase even had a better truck than Kyle Busch all night. And the only reason why Kyle was, maybe a little bit faster was because of the fresher tires. So, is he the best truck driver?
I don't know. GMS brought a good truck for him.
Yeah,
So
that is true.
we just got to give a big shout out to GMS for bringing Chase Elliott a great truck.
I mean, I think if Chase could run more truck races, just like Kyle Busch does, he could probably beat him almost every time. I mean, that's just... I don't know if tonight
And
was
I
just...
think everyone would like to see Chase win more.
I don't know if this was
Kyle
just an
Busch.
anomaly.
Who wants to see Chase run more truck races? Just comment.
Comment down below if you want to see Chase Elliott run more truck races. I'm not sure if anyone else is gonna run the truck races. I know Eric Jones said he was gonna run a truck race because of the bounty, but now the bounty's been won. Do you still run, or run for fun, even though
You
there's
gotta run for fun. I mean, these race car drivers, any chance they get into a race car or a truck, they want to race.
But Kyle Busch might get out of jail.
Yeah, get him out of jail for
Kyle
one
Busch
time.
on the loose.
So overall, very good race. very fun, and you know, was hoping it to be a Truck Series regular because it's been since Daytona since one has won. The only one that's won this season was Grant Enfinger, and so I can't wait to see some truck races without the Cup guys to see who's the best out of the regulars. But I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you enjoyed the race. Congratulations to Chase Elliott and GMS.
And me.
But before we go, we do want to give a big shout out to Brad Anderson for becoming a Patreon and for supporting the shows. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
And be sure watch this video or this playlist here to see more of our race reviews. Click this button here to subscribe if you want to see more race reviews like this. And we'll see you next time on Side Draft.